Hello, Deronda Harrison, federal grant writer for housing and healthcare nonprofits. I'm based here in Atlanta, Georgia, and I serve nonprofits across the nation, helping them maintain their federal grant awards, go after federal grant awards, to help them bring in additional revenue for their nonprofit. So if you need like an HSS grant, a HRSA, SAMHSA, Department of Justice, even I've done some Department of Education grants, I'm your girl. Hit me up, JuneFirstFirm.com. That's JuneFirstFirm.com. Often have some consultants or clients that want to know, like, does it make sense for them to bring in a consultant versus hiring someone in-house? And of course, there's pros to cons to both. But I generally say you get a consultant for the fraction of the cost it would be to bring in an in-house consultant, an in-house grant writer. So for instance, you can get a consultant for like $60,000 a year, and there's not too many areas in the nation where you can get a senior level experience grant writer with 10 plus years of experience for $60,000 a year. But you can get a consultant at that price that could come in to help you determine what grants are out there that fund your programs and services. Specifically, if they have a niche, they already know, like, this HRSA grant is coming out in October. I already know about it for healthcare because that's what I do. That's my specialty, and I work with a lot of healthcare nonprofits. I know these continuum of care funds are about to drop for some counties in Maryland for housing programs and services, or housing programs in Northern Virginia. That's my specialty, that's my service. So you get that specialty skill set by bringing in a consultant versus in-house. But there are some cons to a consultant versus an in-house staff. So a consultant, of course, isn't necessarily like integrated into your organization, and they aren't necessarily there every day to be in meetings and sit in meetings. If that's important to you, just access to internal systems is a little bit more challenging. Of course, with everything being web-based now, it's much more easier, but that could be a challenge. And they may just not be able to be that internal staff with being a part of the team, when you have the team, like cultural integration and things like that, where you want to continue to leverage your team and build upon that. But as a consultant, they are, again, that expertise, bring the expertise for a fraction of the cost, which you could bring in a senior consultant. But if you have a budget and you want a senior grant writer, you want to pay the $125, $150, or even $98,000 a year for a senior grant writer, you have the budget to do that and to pay benefits, bonuses, or additional professional development costs, all those different things, absolutely. But if you want a consultant, it's a big cost savings if you decide to take that route. So those are just some things to consider. I do have a full blog post on my website, which one is right for your organization, in-house staff versus a grant consultant, at JuneFirstFirm.com. If you go to my blog and type in which one is right, in-house staff versus a grant consultant, you can break that down and see what is best for your organization. Hopefully this information is useful for you. That's JuneFirstFirm.com. I'm Deronda Harrison, and I help healthcare and housing nonprofits bring in federal grant awards, specializing in specifically helping healthcare and housing organizations throughout the United States. You can go to JuneFirstFirm.com to learn more. Bye.